Hey guys, welcome back to this episode of Ninja Joe Plays Minecraft on the Hidden Secrets server. Thanks so much for coming back for episode 2. If you haven't seen episode 1, check that out. There's a lot of good information in there about the server, some folks on it, and a little tour of the server. It's good stuff. Anyway, before we get started today, there's one very important thing that we have to take care of. As you can see here, I have built a time machine. A time machine that is going to take us to the next version of Minecraft. We are currently in Minecraft Beta 1.1_02. As you can see up there in the left-hand corner of our screen. So, I'm a little bit nervous. I've never gone in a time machine before. I don't know what it's going to be like. It might make me sick. I could get nauseous. I could barf. Who knows? I could get really hungry. I suppose that's possible. I could fall asleep. Anything could happen in there. Well, there's nothing for it. Here goes. I'm scared. Guys, look, it worked. We're in Minecraft Beta 1.2. Ha! It worked. The time machine worked. It got us here. That's pretty awesome. Oh, looks like the time machine's growing? Interesting. What's this right here? Caution. Time machine changes size when it travels through time. Well, that explains the weird blocks sticking off of it. Interesting. Okay. Let's have a look and see what's been going on between episodes here. Wow, looks like some paths and things. Pretty cool. Oh wow, look at the fountain. Looks like we've got some letters. Oh, HS Hidden Secrets. That's pretty cool. Look at the 3D logo. That's pretty awesome. It's nice to see some paths going in, and it looks like maybe there's going to be one leading up here, although it's definitely more pothole than path at the moment. This is cool. Look at this. Wow. Multiplayer version museum, wanted items. 1.1. Record player, diamond block, diamond. Yeah, those are pretty hard to get. 1.2 is nothing. Now, I happen to know that some of the guys on the server have been collecting for me a few of the beta 1.2 items, the new stuff. Colored wool, dyes, things like that. So we'll probably check that out in a little while, but that is why there's nothing right here needed at the moment under 1.2. So if we come across something kind of hard to find, I'll throw a sign up here. So what are we going to get up to in this episode, folks? We are going to be working on the museum. Last time we got the foundation built, and between episodes you can see I've added a little bit of stuff there. Started the interior build, and I'm not open to the public. You guys have to wait till later in the video. We'll have a little look at what's in there, but I'll give you a little peek. Whoop. That's it. That's all you get for now. Yeah, so today we're going to be starting the actual building part. The building, the you know, not building the verb, building the noun. We're going to build the building that this gallery is going into, and that's going to require a lot of cobblestone, and it's also going to require some plain stone as well. So we're going to have to smelt, which is a big pain in the butt because we can't use lava buckets for a few versions. I mean, we can, but we'll lose the bucket. You put the bucket in the furnace and it just disappears. It is such a bummer for smelting. So that's on the agenda for today. But before we do that, let's check out some of the stuff that Mr. Fret and Fit delivered for us in their live stream. So here's what we got. Some things I haven't managed to get my hands on. Obsidian, clay, bricks, snow, pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern, snowball, brick. Oh, clay ball, brick. Oh, I see. This corresponds here. Oh yeah, and a brown mushroom, because I found a red one, but not a brown one. So that's awesome. And a music disc. That's pretty hard to come by. Awesome. I know there's some more things that we need up there, but I have a bunch of stuff scrolled away in a chest, so I think we're going to be pretty good for our exhibits. So before we get into that stuff, I'm going to start laying down some blocks and see if we can't get a building to appear here. I'm excited, guys, so let's get cracking. Hey guys, welcome back. As you can see, we've got a little bit of building done. This is the first sort of sample wall that I've done of the museum, the exterior plan. It does look a little bit tall, especially from this angle, because we can see so much of the base right here. Other areas of the museum will not look quite so vertical, I think. We're doing a proportion ratio of 3 to 5. For almost the entire museum design. It's going to be definitely a common ratio used all over the place. So that would mean, you know, when we're looking at this face here, this is 5 to this is 3 right here. So you'll see that the floor plan dimensions, the height, the width, even the building placement is all designed around a 3 to 5 ratio. Take note here, see these stairs. I've got stair, 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 and right here, see I've got gravel, 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 gravel. That pattern right there is one that I'm thinking about. And then over here on the side of the building, here you can see I've got a slightly different pattern going on. Now we can see the sky through there, so it is ruining the effect a little bit. Hopefully pretty soon I'll have that filled in. But I think I like this better with the stair above the pillars and then the plainstone in between. I think I like that better than the gravel. So just to give you guys a little tour. Ooh, bones. That's pretty new. Look at that. Beta 1.2. Here's bones. Haha. That's a little upgrade to this version. Just to kind of give you a little tour. So where we're standing right now will eventually be a big plaza that's going to be between the wings of the museum. So that's what this space is. And then the entrance to this particular gallery will be right here where this ladder is. We'll have a little stairway right here. We don't have a stairway yet because I don't want mobs just walking up here. A lot of creepers and baddies spawn over there in those trees. It's not real well lit up that over there. Here's a window. And I think at some point in the future when glass panes appear instead of glass blocks, I'm going to come back and replace all of these windows with the glass panes just to get a little more depth, because it's really flat in here. So you can see right there, I've got a little bit of a ceiling pattern going. I mean, there's like one little block row of ceiling up there. So I think for right now, I'm going to do this alternating pattern of white wool and stone slab. And then this is going to change for each gallery that has these columns. Not all the galleries will have the columns. This gallery over here, gallery number 2, will not. So these facing this direction will not have the colonnade. So they won't get this. But basically, wherever I can, I'm gonna change up the color a little bit because this is a 1.1 gallery that we're outside of here. I'm trying to keep it to things that we can get in 1.1. So white will be here, and then we'll have more galleries further down that way, and they might have a different colored wool in there. And then as we get to the regular release and we really start to get some more interesting materials, we'll put some different colored blocks up there just to kind of get a little subtle bit of color into this, because it's super gray and there's really no way around that. I mean, we're in Minecraft beta, you know, it's either you build in stone or you build in wood, or you build in a combination of stone and wood. Guys, I also want to show you one other thing. In addition to the building that I've been doing there, I have also installed this, kind of similar to the needed materials board over there. I've kind of mimicked the design here. And this is the Thank You Museum Benefactors area. So what I'm doing is just putting up a little thank you for all the folks who are donating things. So we've got Fit was the first person to donate anything to the museum. He gave me 3 chests of cobble from his tremendously big, what's called the beta hole that he dug over by his base. And of course, Mr. Fret, he's donated a bunch of stuff. I think I've already shown you guys in the chest, some bricks and clay and all kinds of things that were pretty difficult to get in 1.1. So we've got 8 plus 1.1 rarities. Absolutely amazing. And he's also given us various 1.2 items, all of those colored wool and dyes and all of those things that we've seen. We've got stored away over there in the museum office. So now we've got a place for those guys to bring stuff. We've got exhibit items here and building supplies. They can just drop them in these chests if they come by and they want to give us something. That's great. In fact, all this donation business has given me a little bit of an idea as to how to get a little bit more. Check this out. Welcome back to the multiplayer version Museum Pledge Drive. Here at the MVM, we desperately need your support to continue the building of our community museum. Projects such as these need both building supplies and items for displays and exhibitions. Already some generous benefactors have come through for us, helping defray the costs of the first stage of construction, but we still need your help. For more on why you should donate, let me send you over to Todd, the museum spokescow. Thanks, Todd. That's riveting stuff. Really pulls on your heartstrings. You may be asking yourself, how can I help? Go to your telephone right now and dial 555-27238. That's 555-CRAFT. Operators are standing by to take your donation of cobble, stone, plain or smooth, you name it, even slabs, whatever you can afford. Thanks so much, and now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Well guys, I can tell you that video has really worked. I put that up where the guys on the server could see it, and the next day, look at what we have in here. Boom! Jukebox, block of diamond, diamond. These are the things I was missing from the 1.1 that I had on my task list over there. Flint and steel was missing, and also I didn't even know this was in the game this long ago. Look, fishing rod, raw fish, cook fish. Who knew? I had no idea that these were even available. So we'll have to find room in the museum exhibits for these things, which I don't think will be a problem. The museum's quite big. Also over here, we've got this chest that I found. Stone donations from Beta Hole Incorporated Fit. So it looks like he's given me some more stone, but check this out. He's given me smelted stone, plain stone, smooth stone, whatever you want to call it. This stuff is absolutely fantastic. I need so much of this, and fuel is a real problem on the server right now. So big thanks to Fit. He's definitely trying to get upgraded in his donation level. Yes, did I mention that we have donation levels? You can see here, Fit is at Cobblestone, benefactor level, Cobblestone, and then Fret is one level above Fit here. You can see at the Plainstone level donation. I don't know, this is starting to get out of hand now, isn't it? And then up here, Lack, he's another fella on the server. Lack has donated squid milk to us, which is apparently a weird, quirky thing you could do in this particular version of the game, is you can milk a squid. I'm sure that's not easy to do. But since Lack has just donated the one thing at this point, he is at the he's at the base level of donation, which we're still proud of, which is the dirt layer, of course. Right, so anyway, that's one reason I kind of have a thank you, and I'm going to kind of keep the best donations that folks have done will be displayed here, so people can look and go, oh, look what that person did. Oh, that's nice. That sort of thing. I don't know. I know it's a bit silly, but it's also a lot of fun. To me, this is like making a little, mini game within the game. Maybe they'll get a little competitive and try to get up to the iron level, or the gold level, or even, dare I say it, the diamond block level benefactor. Who will be the first? Alright, enough of this nonsense. Back to building. Hey guys, I am super excited to show you this update. We have been doing so much work, so I hope you like this. So we have done just a ton of building to get this museum finally up and going, and it's actually open to the other members of this server, the Hidden Secret server. So hopefully in the coming days and weeks they'll come over here and check it out. I hope so. So I've built this. This is a little temporary ticketing booth. People can come in here, and we're just asking them to donate 1 iron per visit, or 2 if they're going to record, like if they're going to live stream it or put it in their video. I figured, you know, hey, a little extra donation please, thanks. Oh yeah, I put this up here as well. This little sign, welcome to the Multiplayer Version Museum, also known as the MVM. I don't know if it's a good name. If you think there's a better name out there, maybe post it in the comments. This is just what I came up with off the top of my head. I'm sure we could maybe come up with something better, but that's what we'll call it for now. So we come through here, museum entrance, but I just want to show you this. This is what we've been working on. Look at all of this. And what's interesting is this is just the left side of the first of 3 buildings to give you an idea of the scope and scale of this museum. This over here is going to be a big central plaza in between the different wings. So it's going to be a big project. Let me show you guys what we have inside. So we come up the stairs here. So this is the workbench gallery. I've named it that because in 1.1, what we know as the crafting table is actually called a workbench. So I thought that was an appropriate name, seeing as this gallery is dedicated to the very basics of beta 1.1. This is not all of the 1.1 exhibits, but this is the first stuff, the starting stuff. It's the basics. So we've got signs here so people can see what's in here, what you'll find in here: basic blocks, flora and fauna, And I love this one. It sounds so museum, right? How 1.1 people lived and crafted. I don't know, that just makes me laugh. And I put a little sign up here, built with generous donations by Mr. Fret and Fit. So this is it. This is the first gallery right here. All done. You see we've got nice wool walls, keeping it nice and bright. And I put skylights in. When I first designed this building, we did not have skylights, and it was really dark in here. One thing in this room that's not finished is this upper area along here. What would be in architectural terms, I think this would be the frieze area of classic temple design. Remember, this building is a neoclassical temple style building. So in a classical temple, this is where the frieze would go, up here. I believe that's right. I mean, I'm not an architect. I don't know for sure this stuff. I'm kind of learning as we go, and hopefully you guys will learn it too. So anyway, let me show you guys the exhibits, because you've probably seen these in clips as I run by them and stuff like that. But I put some exhibits in, so let me give you guys a quick tour of the museum. Where it all begins. Where it all began. So we've got our workbench. Maybe I should put a sign here that says this was originally called a workbench. That might be a good idea. And we have a chest and a furnace, you know, very basic stuff. Little instructions here for anybody who's visiting. Just like you always find with the museums, right? They're always like, oh, you can look here, but don't touch anything. Inside this chest, I just thought of this a little while ago. I thought, what can I put inside this chest so that it's just not an empty chest? And what I did was I put the blocks in. If you're starting a game, what do, right? You punch wood. You turn that wood into planks to get a crafting table. Oh, look, it's called crafting table here. You get sticks, you get a wooden pickaxe, you get stone, you know, you just start to go through the process. So I thought I'd put, in keeping with the where it all began sign there, I thought I'd just put these things in here just so you can see that progression of the beginning of the game. That's the kind of stuff I want to do with this museum. Really just kind of like, oh, that's a good idea. You know, just put interesting things that kind of make you think a little bit. Next over here we have you know, the basic beta block palette, and the game that, as we're playing it right now, these are your core building blocks. These are the things that are somewhat easily obtainable. I wouldn't classify any of these as special blocks, but this is a really limited build palette. So you can see, looking around here, we've stayed within this build palette. And it's tough. It is tough to build with these things. Alright guys, so the other exhibits we have here in this hall are, I grew a tree and we have some flowers. This is basically the flora and fauna exhibits. We have some sugarcane, some wheat, some sod, and some farmland. Hopefully nobody will wreck those, because this was a real pain to grow this sod up to here. We've got no silk touch in this version, so I had to actually grow the sod into this room, and I had to grow this tree too. So, and then right here we have a 1.1 era minecart. I just thought this would make a nice little display. I really like that. And the last guy over here, this is an interesting 1.1 and later, just general beta kind of thing. There was, back in the day, only 2 stair blocks, cobble and wood, and just this one slab. So yeah, definitely a small block palette. But also, just to kind of show you where we're going in the future with the museum, this is a doorway to the next gallery over, which is currently closed. You have seen me building it in this episode, but just the exterior. So this is closed, but I'll walk in here so you guys can kind of see. We've got a huge museum space in here. Same kind of skylights and windows. The interior of this room will be just like the other gallery with wool and logs, but I am really running low on wool, so it's going to take me a while to be able to build these walls. We will be displaying 1.1 items for some time to come, just because there are so many. But then when we get to 1.2 and beta 1.3 and all of those other beta updates, there'll be a lot less to show. They'll be much smaller, maybe only 1 or 2 exhibits for each one. But then somewhere along the way, we'll probably hit a very big update, and then all of a sudden I'll have just a ton of stuff to show. So I'm going to play it by ear, and the museum's going to evolve, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun to build, and hopefully the other folks on the server really kind of enjoy it and get a kick out of seeing all these goofy little exhibits. Well guys, that's going to wrap it up for the museum. I'm going to get out of here and get over to my time machine because beta 1.3 is a-coming, and I think we're going to time travel on over to it. So the next time you see us, it's going to be Minecraft beta 1.3. Here we go guys, it is time for us to travel through time in this amazing time machine. Alright guys, here we go. I don't like time travel.